Clownie Nerf.
Hey guys, it's your Uncle Clownie coming to you with another video, and this time it's on the Nerf Rivals Pilot, the newest single shot offering from Hasbro that comes in the accurate line. Honestly, I don't think that the line is any more accurate than the last ones. Rival is just accurate more or less to begin with, as long as you're in a certain footage, and it just spring upgrades and stuff determine how fast it comes out. But we'll maybe get to that some other time. On the box, it doesn't tell you too much about anything else other than the blaster itself and this neat little picture that shows you how much more accurate it actually is. This makes me think they were probably standing closer to it when they took the picture. Anyways, the blaster itself is the new blue and yellow scheme with the paint only on one side, as in typical mothership fashion. The priming handle is from the bottom, which makes this a plunger in the handle, so it gives it a bit of a heft to the handle. My hands have big adult-sized palms but small sausage child-sized fingers, and I have a hard time reaching around this and finding gloves. Always, it just never works out. Nice bright orange muzzle, weird wing-shaped things here. Overall, it isn't uncomfortable. I do like where the trigger is. It is nice and ambidextrous if you're left or right-handed, I guess. But it's a safety, so kudos, I guess. Unlike its predecessors, though, it kind of takes things from both. Actually, when you prime this thing, that's where the magic happens. Pull to prime, little thing pops open, you put a round inside of it, close it, and pull the trigger. Boom, that's it. And you just rinse, wash, and repeat. I had to film this a couple of times because I was split on the decision for this thing. Unlike its predecessors, the Fate and the Knockout, which were phenomenal. I mean, just phenomenal. The Fate was if I remember correctly, was a rear prime. The Knockout had that strange prime where you had to pull it out and then shove it back in, which was kind of strange. The Fate's handle was a little bit better, but the Nerf Knockout had, you know, like the earlier fit to it, so it was the way it was going. Those were really good for doing mods because you could pretty much drop in stuff and set to go and be ready with multiple shot inline clips, as from like Francis Foamworks puts up a really nice kit that went in either of those, and they were, you know, good for that. I've seen some inline clips for this thing, and I don't think it's necessary. Not because I don't think you should be doing an inline clip. I just think it's pointless. every time, because its biggest problem for modding is the way that it works. The biggest thing is this. Every time you go to prime it, it's going to do this. Every single time. So if you're using an inline clip, you can't just go bam, pop. You have to close it back again, and then shoot, and then bam, close it back again. And unless you could like keep feeding as you're doing it, but you're just essentially using a one shot at a time then. So there's some neat mods where you get shells for this, and mods where it extends the barrel out and it does a better accuracy and things, and I think that's where this thing is going to sit for us. It's going to sit right where you can get a good, hard, powerful, straight single shot blaster if you like that kind of thing to play. I do, especially if you like a gimmick, and there are really cool shell mods. You can just drop in a shell and then, you know, do the whole pop, shell, close, bang, and then you open it up and you have to extract the shell or just drop it out, but you can shoot again. And that kind of play is something I really like the idea of, because it just, you get like a bandolier of shells and just have a lot of fun while you're playing. And to me, that's what the best part about this is. It's probably one of the few blasters, I would say, that you could buy that doesn't really require any modification. You could buy this in a bunch of rival rounds, provided you can afford it, and go and play and be good with that. Or just buy like a piece of PVC or something, stuff it in with some tape for the day from Home Depot and get regular darts and go play, and you would be pretty much just fine with this thing as is. I mean, it's Rival. It's got decent ranges. It's just not the most highly compatible to performance modding that we ever had. But to mods with fun, I think this is good, and I can't wait to see what we as a community come up with this that are along that lines, because that's got to be some cool stuff. Maybe a neat front end or something along those lines would be really fun to have up there. But let me know what you guys think about that. Think I'm wrong? I think I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong or right. I don't know. Go ahead, drop a comment down below, like, subscribe, ring the bell, whatever you got to do. Just remember, man, Uncle Clownie's always watching. Peace.